The Aussie NFL Fantasy Show would like to acknowledge the traditional land owners and the leaders past, present and emerging of Ngunnawal, Ngambri and Darawal countries where we are working from today. This always was, and always will be, Aboriginal land.
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
Manjot, myth, legend.
Who thinks they're going first this week, by the way? Hands up.
It's Talor.
Oh, you're wrong. It's you, Manjot.
Yeah, I thought so. Oh, okay. Man, that is just a load of information. Lot of dumping right there, man. Yes, you gotta go for them early and then trade them. I was feeling that sort of vibe from Talor. Talor nailed, I reckon. Yeah, as someone who's living the pain of the Jimmy G experience still, just trade that man, please.
I just realised he, basically had hamstrings made of tissue. That was great.
A lot like mine.
Anyway, back to Manjot.
How about me with my Peyton Manning jersey that I got for Christmas last year?
This is the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
It's an upgrade, but he's not going to be so elite.
In the beginning there was nothing, a featureless void. From the formless primordial state, a legend was born when forces combined to create a solid object of significant value. As planets were formed and Earth itself was shaped, the object lay awaiting its destiny. Seas rise and fall, mountains emerge, and upon the highest mountain, an intrepid adventurer happens upon the object. A worthy prize for ascending this to the tallest of peaks. This object has been documented to be held by many of the great dynasties of mankind, from the Persians to the Hans, the Mongols and the Ottomans, lives lost defending it from those who seek to possess it. Now it is in the trust of three wise men who also reach such pinnacles, to be held by he who imparts the most astute knowledge upon fellow mankind. The winner of the annual Aussie NFL Fantasy Show Starts of the Week.
This is the worst segment in the world for me because I'm now bottom of the ladder for Starts of the Week.
Weeks in a row.
Fire this up. Yeah, I'm on. I've had a streak of shite scores. I'm on a hat trick, mate.
Oh, I don't want to get onto this.
Oh, it's time, mate. It's time. Now, Tay, I've got a little friend here, right? This is the Starts of the Week trophy that my cousin Michael lovingly crafted for us. And it comes with its own lore. I mean, everyone knows the drop. It's a well-storied trophy. But next time you're in this part of the world, I think I'm just going to arrange for you to take it.
I'm there on the 5th of November, mate. You've got a couple of weeks.
I think, mate, we are going to call it now. Manjot and I are just going to play for second.
Yeah, it's over. It's over. Someone clearly does their research more. I think it's Talor. I'm sorry, Matty. We have to That's why the wankers are just fucked in freaking.
Mate, we are hot. I don't even know if we're hot. We might be cold, wet garbage. We're garbage. That's what we are. And it's the two of us that are playing for it. And look at us. You're going to add our scores together from Starts of the Week, and we only merely match Talor.
Yeah.
Pretty awful.
It's been a couple of 20s for Matty in a row.
Yeah, it's been abhorrent. The scores, gosh, yeah. There is no good news for me in Starts of the Week. I think my best player there was my tight end choice of going with Tyler Conklin, and I mean that's a shocking spot to find yourself in, isn't it? That's a shocking spot to find yourself in. Tyler Conklin was my stroke of genius. Yeah, that's fucking horrible. Doing the recap though, I'm going to drag this up because. All right, I'm going to fire this up and bring up the recap because I want to make sure I get everyone's points right. Aha! Is that good?
Yeah.
What I'm looking at is not good, no.
Is it on the full screen? Is it just they can see the application?
No,
I'm talking about your score.
The image is there. It's just your team.
Looks like us.
Ew.
Mate, I don't even think my team looks that good. Okay. Tough week. I'm making a real art out of turning pick 2 into pick 200. I don't know how responsible I am for that score.
Nah.
I feel like I got a rough hand with that one.
Yeah, there's a freaking NFL team doctors and shit. Don't even get me started.
Yeah. That's a Ranjot right there.
Manjot. And I don't know. I feel like the research on Greg Dortch was right, but here we go. My score is 90% Jets, and I can see why Talor is now taking Matty C's advice and going Jets.
I saw Matty's wonderful score. I just had to get on.
Bloody awful. And then we've got Manjot dragging up from pick 3. Fumble Jones. He's 90% dead now after pretty much ruining himself, scoring all those rushing touchdowns.
3-man team.
Have a go at Penny.
Yeah,
Penny. And a bit brave on Romeo Dobbs, putting up 13.7.
Such a better pick than Golladay.
Yeah.
Now,
Golladay was a joke. I was actually never considering him. It was just I just wanted to put that one out there for the
Matty wrote him down and crossed it out. I saw what it said when he showed his paper.
100%. Yeah, I'm like,
were you actually seriously thinking I was serious? No way.
Yeah, I did.
I would never.
Of course I did. But and look, Albert O, I put the medic a little silently because he only played a couple of snaps.
I think he played one.
Yeah.
He played one.
I think he played one snap.
And I don't think he was out of the game because all of a sudden Nathaniel Hackett, who is a moron, decided that he was going to run without players. I do believe that it had something to do with being hurt, but I found it difficult to drag up the information quickly on what happened there. So anyway, I just thought I'll throw the medic on him because that seems to make sense. And then have a go at this guy. So if we add the 17.3,
I actually scored like 91. So
he got 91.6, which is a new world record, beating his prior high score of 90.68. So, ladies,
boy,
Taylor, good call. That is now your surname, by the way.
It was a good week. I'm gonna try my best to ruin it because I can sense it in your voices, boys. You were so keen at the start of the year. It was going to be the best segment ever, and you just feel deflated, boys. So I'm going to give you a chance this week, and I'm going to take shit people like Tannehill.
Oh, you're taking Tannehill first.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying in general. That's the sort of pick that I'll take.
Man, I'm nervous because as the victor of the segment, every week you get to choose the draft order.
Yes.
And you just go ahead and give yourself pick one again, which is fair enough. Yep. The secret sauce is there. It's clearly working. No worries.
It's one of those ones where I keep wanting to give it to Matty, but I'm like, no, he's got to work for it. He's got to put up more than 30 points.
No, I'm never going to do that.
So how can I do this?
So this week just gone, you scored more than I have in week 2 and 3 and 4 combined.
Yeah, it's funny how that works.
It's atrocious. You've got 2 players here on your roster now who scored more than my team did last week in total.
It was so
Damien Pierce has 25. I scored 22 last week. 31 from Gino. I just scored 34 this week. So
it's been one of those things where I've picked so many people who then all of a sudden are ineligible for the same segment the week after. It's been good getting in front of these breakouts. So obviously I'm going to try and do it again.
All right, mate. Well, magic up. You're giving yourself first pick again this week. Is that right? Is that what you're doing? Sticking with secret sauce?
Yeah, it was first for me. I think I brought Manjot back to the middle and then gave you the turn.
Right. I don't think it really matters. We get me to pick it.
Honestly, it doesn't even matter what we pick. Taylor wins anyway.
See, this is what I mean. It's killing me. I'm not getting the buzz from the segment that I wanted to. So, boys, come on.
You're in trouble this week, mate. I'm actually going to come and take this whole segment by surprise this week. And you watch our little footy head here.
Good. I like the confidence. This is what I want. Bring it back. All right, guys. I want a ruling on this first one, but if you say no, I've got a pretty quick pivot anyway. Damien Harris.
Say no, Manjot. Say no.
I'm
Damien
saying
Harris ranked 19th.
No, because he was on Dr. Google. Oh, wait.
Only
19th.
Manjot is allowed
Honestly,
to take Dr. Google.
I mean, 19th.
As long as he's ruled out for everyone, that's fine. I've got a pretty quick pivot, and to be honest, I think the pivot probably fits the idea of this a bit better anyway.
Yeah, I'd rather the pivot then. Yeah, I think
right,
Damien Harris would be a pretty good start for anyone at RB2.
The public defender has spoken, Tay. I think you're in trouble.
Fine. That's fine. My pivot's Ramondre Stevenson in the same game. So I'm going straight to Ramondre.
Fair enough.
Warm,
Take him away.
straight up. Okay.
They're the only two running backs I wrote down. I'm taking Harris if I can get him, or I'm taking Stevenson because I think if they share the running work in that game, I think it's anyone's guess who has the bigger game anyway.
Man, I'm all right with that. Look, I don't mind the call at all. I think that it's perfect help. If I'm in a 10-team league and I'm sort of stuck for what to do, and I've got Ramondre on my bench and it looks like half a decent option, yeah, shit, I'd take that advice from you, mate. He's scoring 6 million points a week in this segment.
I like it too because he's actually a guy. I didn't really bring it up on the podcast or anything, or even say anything to you guys really until I started doing it. He was just one of these guys that always sort of doing my bits and pieces of research, looking at some stats and things, and I just saw him sort of taking over that running back room in the week before. I think it was against the Steelers. Oh, it might have been anyway. Whoever they played before last week, he definitely started to look like he was edging towards taking over. And so I went out and tried to trade for him in a bunch of leagues. I picked him up in 4 leagues now. So I'm trying to get ahead of that sort of breakout for him because I think honestly New England is just going to run the ball so much, and obviously couldn't be a better matchup. But I just think in general he's almost going to be like a Kareem Hunt. Like I just think they're going to run through him a lot, and he's going to be the passing down guy.
I am. All right. Hey, Manjot, you're in the middle, mate. After a couple of weeks on the arse end, even though it's been me who's been on the arse end of the scoreboard, welcome back to the middle pick. And hopefully to the middle of the standings because I
want to hear some passion, guys. This is the passion. You're going to beat the shit out of Talor. You're going to beat the shit out of Dr. Goodcall this week, guys.
You wait till you hear who I'm picking.
Just taking a full tank.
No, I'm going for the sky, mate. You watch.
Wait, whoa. Yeah, I'm hearing it. I'm hearing Sky Moore there. Oh. Yeah, I'm hearing it.
Manjot took Sky Moore. Okay, I'm writing it down.
Yeah, no. Don't be touching Sky Moore there.
Flag, false start, Matty C, 5-yard penalty, still remains first down.
Manjot's rattled with his first pick.
I'm actually it's between a few players. That's just what it's going with.
You only get one, mate.
You got a position in mind, or
yeah, wide receiver. I'm going straight there because that's the highest scoring position I've been getting every single time.
Don't take my guy. Don't take my guy.
All right, Taylor.
Don't take my guy.
I'm gonna take Bobby Trees, Robert Woods.
Oh, he's first on my list.
I'm gonna take Bobby Trees. It was between him and like a few other guys who I won't say until you guys have picked. But I had at least 5 to 10 dudes on my mind when just scrolling through lists and everything. I was like, oh shit, this guy and this guy. I was just like, Bobby Trees is going up against the Washington Commanders. He's a good dude. I think he deserves to be on the Page Performer Starts of the Week team. Is not. I'm letting it be sponsored by Page Performer Awards again, just so we can have some good luck this week.
Shit you not, he was my initial wide receiver for Dr. Goodcall, and then I sort of looked further into it, and I'm like, I'll leave him because I'm like, if I end up Tannehill, I'll probably stack that bitch up for Bobby Trees. So I was like, I'm going to leave wide receiver. So I had him first on my list.
Yeah, I was thinking about running it back with Romeo, but I just couldn't see it. So yeah, I just wanted to go different.
Bobby Trees has averaged 14 points a game in the last 2 games, and like you set up against Washington, who were 30th against wide receiver in 2022. So
yeah, I was watching a bit of that game against the Colts, and he did catch that touchdown, which was nice. So
and Treylon Burks, turf toe, like there's just more and more openings for him to be the wide receiver one in that team.
Yeah, I'm probably going to be cutting Treylon, to be honest, in some of my leagues.
I mean, we sent his ass to the waiver wire in a 16-team league. Yeah, tells you a lot.
Yeah.
What we got, Matty?
Adam Thielen.
Oh,
hooked on Thielen.
I mean, he's the perfect guy for this segment because he's still not scoring enough points year on year, like and week on week. But he's getting targets, and you know the week's coming where he's just going to go. Yep. So I'm going to be there when the juice hits the fan, and that's it. I'm going to take all these points now because, mate, they are up against the dog shit Chicago Bears, and mate, just it's a license to print money. It's just a license to print money. I'm going to take it.
Also,
Absolutely.
by the way, guys, just a quick cutaway. Did anyone just see the sleeper notification?
I saw it
I
sleeper
just-
notification, but I didn't.
I
check.
just added it. I just added Bobby Trees and cut Traylon Burks
Oh,
on the
nice.
content team league. I just went straight in before you guys could get off the air and get him. So
I mean,
yeah,
look at that. Breaking
Well,
news,
there-
ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to throw that across the screen when this happens. Breaking news.
yeah.
Manjot making a move. Tay, just while you know you've still got 2 picks, go ahead and make 3 or 4 trades in a couple of your leagues while we're making our picks here. All
No
right.
worries.
On the way back, I'm going to, because you guys have taken a running back and a wide receiver, I'm going to go with Rashad Penny against the New Orleans Saints.
Ooh.
That defense hasn't been as stout against the run as you might think. And Penny coming off a pretty hot game. I've been waiting for the moment where he really looks like the guy in the backfield. And he kind of fits the Adam Thielen mold here of, you can see he's getting the work, but he hasn't scored enough points, until last week where it's just kind of been a one-off. But you can see that the trend is there, and this might be the last week where he's eligible for it. So I'm just going to throw my hat in it.
The workload too. Like I brought it up before last week that he's basically just left Kenneth Walker for dead. Like it looks really like they're going to run Penny into the ground and use Walker more as a project. So I think it's great because he clearly is the lead back. And my only concern for this week is like whether they're like game scripts, like are they going to be behind and he doesn't really project as a pass catcher. So that's my only issue with him this week. But like you said, like the Saints haven't been really dominant this year, like even on defense, like they normally are. They've kind of just let other teams into games. So I can't even guarantee that Seattle's even behind in this game. Like, so it's a fine play, I think. Like you said, they trust him, obviously, after his game last week, so why not stay in the Flames?
I think Harold's kind of like that too. He likes to just have a guy.
Oh, he loves it.
And he doesn't make him catch passes, weirdly.
He gets an
so that's
old
my two.
boner.
Old but God. And if you get one at his age, you got to use it. Because you never know when
you
you
need
get
to
your next
borrow
one.
it, baby.
All right, Manjot, what do you got on your second round pick? You
Manjot
got
the
Bobby
middle.
Trees to kick it off.
Yeah, this is tough. And another tough spot. I'm gonna go with. Yeah, I'm going for running back. That's just what I'm looking at. I'm looking through a ton of dudes here. I'm gonna go with Cam Akers.
No, oh wow!
Did I steal another one
love
from
it.
you?
Wow, okay.
Did I
You
steal
can't go
another?
anymore. You're taking a shot, mate. No one can ever say you got chalk there.
Yeah, I mean, I've just been looking for a ton of rankings, and I just think he's got a good matchup against Dallas coming up. I think there's a chance Cam Akers can just break out and maybe get a touchdown or two. That's going to be a fun game, I reckon. Dallas versus the Rams on a side note. So it could be pretty high scoring. So you never know, Cam Akers could get fed a little bit. And I think this could be a real chance for him to break out, in my opinion.
Sounds like you want to trade for him, Mattis.
Oh, there's been some rumors.
First thing that I thought of when he said Cam Akers, I'm like, right, he's going to accept your trade, isn't
He's
he?
talking in.
I'm talking
Manjot,
myself.
if you get this right, you're a genius because I don't think a lot of people have the faith you do in Cam Akers right now.
I don't have faith in either of them, Akers or Henderson. I don't know what to do. I just don't know.
They hate Henderson. I swear he's dicked someone behind the scenes for sure. Like he looks so much better than Akers, and they just don't give him the opportunity.
Well, and then Akers gets the opportunity, and you think he should look better than he does, and I'm like, maybe Henderson's dicked him. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, Matty, you have Akers in the freaking content team league. I was just trying to find out if I could get the entire starts of the week team onto my team, but I
He's
can't.
literally the only Sheriff Akers I've got, and I started him last week, and I felt sick.
Yeah, because that Niners defense, I can't stop talking about them this week.
Oh, he could have been playing against the damn Texans. It wouldn't have mattered. I just feel sick.
Yeah, I don't even think he got much of the ball. I don't think they even ran.
He
the
had like
ball
9
that
carries
much.
or something for like 4 yards. It was shit.
Couldn't even remember the
Yeah,
last time. he
13
ran
total
for it.
touches for about that many yards, actually. Might have been 9 touches for 13 yards or something. And I'm like looking at our trade offer from Talor going, is he fucking serious? Anyhow, all right, Tay.
Give my moments, mate. All right. I'm sort of wondering what my second pick here is. For tight end, I think I'm going to go Njoku up against the Chargers, 13th against tight end this season and last against it in 2021. So, yeah, sort of self-explanatory.
Most touches in the last 2 weeks of all tight ends.
Yeah, so someone brought that up. So,
Again, still away.
But it's funny, right? Like, if he somehow goosed, I wouldn't even be surprised either. Like, it's just such a weird situation with tight end. I'm relatively confident that he's sort of secured a decent part of that passing game, but again, it's tight end. Who knows?
Stevenson and Njoku, the big two, I think we'd call them.
Yeah, that's it. I brought up at the start of the year, I actually picked him up as a streamer initially because there was a lot of stats saying Jacoby Brissett passes to tight end a lot, and it just didn't happen in the first couple of weeks. So he just hit waiver wires, and then all of a sudden he's came back, and I didn't have him anymore in either of those leagues, which sucks. So
do you remember the halcyon days of Mo Alley Cox and Jake Doyle all of a sudden being household names? Yeah,
that's it.
Forget about that, hey.
All right. This one's a bit more interesting because I'm just trying to work out which one of these positions I less care about, to be honest. I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Corey. I'm gonna go with Corey Davis. I'm gonna take Dr. Good Call in the wide receiver just because I feel like it's one that I've researched and one that I'm happy to go with. Like, you know, looking into the stats with Zach Wilson and everything, I just think it's one that I would be happy with myself if it worked out, and if it doesn't, I'm happy to wear that. So, yeah, I think I'm going to go Corey Davis up against the Dolphins, or the 28th against wide receiver.
I think that seems fair. I have nothing to add.
Fair enough.
Yeah, John?
Yeah, I'm going with tight end as well.
Really? We're all
I'm
going to be late quarterback. Gosh, all right.
Yeah, I think leaving quarterback to last just because I think so. I think if this is allowed, I'm going to take a shot at Irv Smith Jr.
Oh, that's easily allowed.
Yeah, I'm going to take a shot. I've been high on this dude again because he's on the Vikings. 3-1, which I don't know why, but for some reason the Vikings are 3-1. I
doesn't feel like it.
Yeah, never. I thought they were like 2-2 because that Lions game, I don't even think and even the Saints game, they were pretty lucky to win both, but they still
the double doink in the Saints game. Wow,
they're eking out close games, which they normally don't do. So, like, you got to say at least, you know, well done, because they normally lose all these close games.
Yeah, and I think Irv Smith, I just got to go with him. I think, just against that Bears team, they're not that good. I think there'll be enough for him to get at least a touchdown somewhere here or there. So I'll bank on that and get Irv Smith Jr.
All right, so you got Woods, Akers, and Irv Smith so far, right?
That's
just
actually
quarterbacks to go. That's
a good lineup for me, I reckon.
You feeling it?
He's feeling himself. I love it.
I'm going to come
second. Really cute.
Easy second place. I'm going for
feeling
first.
it. I want some confidence, guys.
Well, yeah, Matty's just about to wrap up his first place roster, guys. So
here we go.
Yeah. So we got Thielen and Rashad Penny.
I think I know one of them.
Well, do ya?
Yeah, there's someone I was definitely toying with instead of going there. But anyway, I digress.
Well, there's only 2 quarterbacks from the AFC South this week who are worth looking at in all of this.
Yeah, I'm right.
And one of them wears the jersey I'm wearing right now.
And the other is for your favorite team.
And the other is my handsome boyfriend, Sunshine, Trevor Lawrence. And I'm going to take Trev. I'm going to take Trevor. I haven't taken him all year. He's against that dog shit Texans team where the running backs can score 1 million points. And I don't care if he doesn't go downfield. He can just keep on dumping it off to J-Rob and ETN, and I'll take all the points all day. And it makes me wonder why I didn't start ETN as my or J-Rob as my running back. But yeah, I'm going to take Trevor there. And then I'm going to come back around.
By the way, I was thinking about those Jaguars running backs, but I just can't choose which one has a better grain script. So I had to go with Akers.
Yeah, which is fair enough. I don't think you could use J-Rob either, because even after a bad week last week, he's still on he might be 11th at the moment. And I just don't think you could. I don't think you get that past Talor after you rejected the hell out of his first running back. You just swatted it.
I mean, he's a bit more relevant, a little bit more now, being a 2.9 off last week. He's probably still a little bit too high. I was literally picking between Trevor Lawrence and Corey Davis. But it was one of those things where playing the game, I know it was wrong because I knew you would take him, but I was still like, quarterback, I just am okay with all three I have written down. Like, I'm just well, I'll let him have Lawrence.
Yeah.
It's tricky too because the guys who are in the top 10, there's so many of them who shouldn't be there. But then it's like, well, they're playing well enough. You can't say Goff this week, right? But
Yeah.
guys who are outside the top 10, you're like, Russ, can't say him. Aaron Rodgers, you can't say
hard.
him. Tom
That's what I
Brady,
mean. It's
you
hard.
can't say him.
It's hard when it gets to that. You can't say the guys that are higher before the season or what they are now. Like, so it really rules a lot out.
100%. I'm going to wrap it up with Hayden Hurst against Baltimore. I just
It's
needed
third on my list, of course he was. He's always on my list.
needed a big ginger in my team. Yeah, 100%. So, Hayden Hurst, welcome to the team, brother. Come on. This is the money team this week. It's Trevor, Penny, Thielen, Hurst. See you guys. This guy's coming back to me.
At least there's some big names on this week's starts of the week.
I'm wondering if Manjot ticks. I feel like we've pretty much picked everyone that's on my list for this thing. All that's left is the other quarterback that I'm wondering if Manjot will pick.
I feel like it's either Goff or Gino that's on that list. Yeah, so
it's not Goff because I didn't think he was relevant.
I don't think you can take him now.
I think Goff's a bit too high, so I'll stay back on him. Yeah, there's a lot. It's very, again, another battle. Oh my gosh, because I'm not sure about what's going on with Jameis. So I don't know if I can rule him out because he's going against the Seahawks. So absolute ass.
Can I just say, Manjot, I've got him in I've got him underneath the 3 in like brackets because I'm like, I want this guy if he starts, but if we pick him and he doesn't play, we're getting a goose. So I'm like, I just can't risk it.
You guys are already losing anyway, so just take a shot.
I know. I'm the same as you, Manjot. I think he's got a ridiculously good matchup. Like, if he plays, it's what could actually put you over the top. So it's such a risk reward.
Yeah, exactly. And then, of course, look, I talked of Daniel Jones last week, and he played well, and he's got a decent matchup. So there's him.
He's in doubt though too.
Yeah, he's in doubt as well.
Yeah, he's hurt again. Exactly.
I think he said Bailey Zappi. That's who you're taking.
Yeah. Zap.
Against that horrible. Yeah.
I'm actually thinking about it because let me see what's going on.
You aren't.
You're
not. Stop it.
I was just joking. No, I was not. Let me just check what's going on with Brian Hoyer. No, I'm not going there. Let's go a little higher than that.
You're too smart. I would never believe you.
I've got this weird feeling he's brought up like 5, and then he's just going to pull someone completely out that hasn't even brought up.
Yeah.
He's thinking about the Tanny goat, I reckon.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about going with the stack. I'll just go with the stack. Fuck it. Let's go Tannehill and Woods. Tannehill and Woods stack.
He was the other choice.
Leaves it easy for me. He's taken the second first off my list.
I really don't know like who to take a quarterback this week because all the sleepers became too relevant. And then Gino's got a mid matchup, and then I guess Tannehill's got a better matchup than Gino would have. So go with Tannehill.
Out of all those,
didn't feel tempted to take Baker and just spur on the turnaround for DJ Moore. You didn't feel tempted, mate?
Nah, I got it. Well, Baker's not even on. Baker's like listed 32nd behind Jameis and Dalton on Fantasy Pros this week. So that's how bad he is. He's listed behind a couple of backups here and there. So absolute dog shit there, Baker.
All right. Well, out of all those ones you said, you didn't say my last one that's on my list. So I had a decent feeling you weren't gonna take it off. If you had, I obviously would have taken Tannehill anyway. Nice pick. I'm happy someone's taken Tannehill because I would like to see him take someone to success. If I had been left Tannehill and sorry,
you're going to go the triple jet.
The trip. No, I'm close, very close. I'm playing someone in that game, but the guy who took over Tua, I'm taking Bridgewater.
I had a feeling.
I'm taking Teddy Two Gloves, baby. I think there's an enormous opportunity with him because to me, all he has to do is just throw screens to Tyreek and Waddle. I just think he's got such good weapons. I almost don't think it matters who steps into quarterback. I just think he's got an opportunity to have a great game against that Jets defense. So, like I said, Jets are 22nd against quarterback in 2022. I think Bridgewater is set for a very decent week this week.
Yeah, and
I
on
was
that
so
note,
on that.
I think Waddle's the guy he'd go to more than Tyreek because of Sauce.
Yep.
Sauce Gardner's a different animal, and I think he'll
Yeah,
be on
he's
Tyreek.
really good.
Yeah, he'll be on Tyreek pretty much the whole game, which is a tough test for him. He's going to go up against one of the fastest men in the NFL, probably the fastest man we've all seen. And I think, yeah,
Close.
Sauce got his hands full there. I think this is going to be a big Waddle game. So anyone's got Waddle out there, trade him to me, please. I'll send you all the first round,
shot.
second round picks that I had.
100%. Mate, that's the way to trade is just take everyone's picks or give them all away. Don't live in the middle. Just either have all of someone else's.
That's it. All right, Teddy Two Gloves, baby. Take me to glory.
Teddy Two Gloves from Andre Stevenson, Corey Davis, and David and Joku is Taylor's team of jokers who are going to come dead last this week. So congratulations.
Nice,
Manjot in the middle with Tanny and Akers and Bobby Trees. I like the stack there, Tannehill and Robbie Woods, and then Irv Smith Jr. as the tight end. And you're all going to pale in my wake with Big Trev, Elijah Penny, Adam Thielen, and old Ginger Nut, Hayden Hurst. Yeah, I'm going with Elijah Penny. Did I say that before? I'm just going to get this guy out of retirement and play him because I'm going to beat his boss so much it won't even matter.
Couldn't be any worse.
Won't even matter. Like, you don't think that Thielen and Trev and Hayden Hurst aren't going to just roll them up on you?
Just sit your running back.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. In fact, get the rest of the Penny family, not even just Elijah. Get Mama Penny, get Papa Penny, get the whole lot. I'll take zeros from all of them still.
Sounds good, mate. I'll look forward to someone else picking the bloody draft order next week, hopefully.
Please, please
It's
take
been
it out of
complete sweep. It like in some sports you can get like 4 wins and that ends the series, right? And you're about to have a crack at 5 in a row.
It's one of those things where, like, if I just jag some seconds, I should probably be all right. Like, I'm going to have to probably get third a lot to sort of give the sleep up. But look, it's a long season. It's only week 5.
Yeah, well, it doesn't feel like it's that long to go, to be honest. Well, so there are our teams. Mate, I also just want to mention before we wrap things up too, we're in a great position this week where we got to help launch a podcast for a mate of ours who we've had through the show.
Yeah.
We even brought up Marky Market earlier in the week when we were talking about Brees Hall in our little segment at the start of the first show of the week. Now, he's got a wonderful Dynasty podcast called No Huddle Dynasty that you can find on Spotify, but you can also find him through our LinkTree, and you can even find him now. We'll publish his shows around about a week after they go live on his, but also through our own feed too. So go and support him, go find him and subscribe to his podcast on his feed. He'd really appreciate the support. For those people who are into a little bit of Dynasty, you can really help elevate your game because he's not talking about transactional things. He's talking about strategy and he's talking about process and some of the bigger topics. The way he describes it is that he's running the hurry up, offering short and sharp Dynasty fantasy tips to help you get the edge. So I think that tells you enough about what you can get out of it. And they are pretty short and sharp. The first one out there is 15 minutes long, and that's kind of what he's aiming at, 10 to 15 minutes of just good nuggets. So, guys, I know you guys each caught the show too, so I appreciate you supporting Marky Mark.
It was good. And he sent us a sneak peek in the chat of his show.
Yeah.
Looking interesting, the No Huddle Dynasty. Might have to put some copyrights there, but because he's wanting a team of the year here, might be stealing a bit of my thunder, the page performer team of the week. But look, I don't care. I'll give Marky Mark a bit of a pass there. He can have a bit of the shine there. I'll give him a bit of the page performer team of the week. But it's his team of the year, the rolling team of the year looks like he's going with. So yeah, definitely check that out. It'll be an interesting one. I want to see who he has at every position. So yeah, that'll be good.
I like that his show's coming out every couple of weeks as well, because Dynasty is a slower moving creature too. So, he does want to give time for things to change enough to be a worthwhile addition every time it comes out, which I kind of like. He's quality over quantity is probably the right call there for Marky Mark. But every time he's got an episode out, it will appear on the No Huddle Dynasty feed, and then around about a week later, it'll also pop up in ours as well, just so you've got more opportunities to catch him. But find him and subscribe and enjoy the content, because even if you don't play Dynasty, it does give you a good window into what people are thinking about, and it might even inspire you to go and try and find a team. Okay, are you finished beating us at everything this week?
Oh, I think so, mate. It was fun. Like I said, I've talked about sniffing my own parts about 68 times, but let's see if I can do it again, mate. I love coming on here. Every single week, I seem to get even more excited about finding the analysis that I'm going to talk about on these segments. I'll message you guys pretty much every week. It gets earlier and earlier when I've actually already done my analysis. I think it was on Monday before the Monday Night Football game had even gone. I was already looking at this week. So I just really enjoy doing it. I hope anyone listening gets help from this advice. It's not just about us, trying to win starts of the week. It's about helping people out there. And, if someone found Gino or, Rashad Penny, like Manjot took last week, or even Olave, or so, just if anyone took anyone out of that and it helped them win a league, then I feel like we've done our job. So, I just hope everyone out there is going well in fantasy and taking some of our, deeper sort of looks and taking some of our advice, and, happy days if it's working. And if it's not, send all your hate to Matty.
That's it. At Matty Podcast on the Instagram. Send it through. I'm waiting to take your call. Now, Manjot, give us the hits on where we can find your Pastry Press NFL and G'day Gridiron.
Yes, so Pastry Press NFL Instagram, of course. There's a Facebook page that is a copy of the Instagram that literally no one looks at, but the Instagram definitely getting some hits I'm seeing. Very exciting. G'day Gridiron. Thanks to everyone who's been listening there. A lot of good recaps. The previous show this week is a bit interrupted though, because Ian's at Bathurst 1000. Hope he has a good time if he's listening here. I'm sure he is. He's a friend of our show. Yeah, Bathurst 1000, 100%. Our TNF mini-sode is also out. Probably way before this is out, and it's probably irrelevant by the time starts of the week comes out. So apologies to everyone there. It's been fun just recording Tuesdays and Wednesdays. Tuesdays with G'day Gridiron, Wednesdays for you guys, even Fridays with G'day Gridiron on the previews. So it's been flat out a few weeks. So definitely show support to Pastry Press, to Aussie NFL Fantasy, G'day Gridiron, Fantasy Football Network, and of course MN live streaming for the ACC Gridiron games. I'm flat out working for 5 TV stations here, all 5 of the NFL broadcast partners and shit. So yeah, you guys definitely gotta check them all out, because if you're only following Pastry Press, you're missing out 50% of the content. That's the new slogan we're coming up with here to get you all to really look at everything. If you're only following Aussie NFL Fantasy, you're missing out on 75% of my content probably. So
easily.
I don't even know. I'm just numbers I'm making up, but I think this is
mate, 87% of statistics are made up on the spot, and we all know it.
Yeah, probably how fantasy football works.
You can find everything to do with Aussie NFL Fantasy on our Linktree as well. We've got links to our Instagram, our Facebook, our TikTok, which is a heap of fun. These two are playing on TikTok a fair bit more too, which is great. You can also find everywhere that you get our YouTube show, our podcasts, our merch store, but then all our partners. So Marky Mark, the Pastry Press, MN live stream with the ACC local gridiron. All of that's there. G'day Gridiron's there. It's the real hub for everything that happens in this little network. So get in there, find those links, and make them favorites. Subscribe to them so you don't miss anything. Gentlemen.
Of course, Linktree, the Manjot, of course, that has all that as well. So just in case you guys forget Aussie NFL Fantasy, just the Manjot. We get the same. I'll put up No Huddle Dynasty up there too. But yeah, I'll also every week on Pastry Press Stories, I'm actually going to collate all the podcasts into a playlist on Spotify, so you guys have a full 5 hours on your Saturday afternoon, you guys can listen to it.
That's cool.
Yeah, so just a full list will be up, centered around and everything. So yeah, if you just got last minute advice or anything for fantasy, then definitely check out all these podcasts because yeah, we do a ton of work and yeah, 100%.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. You wouldn't
I'm
know
making
it
a
from
bold
my
call.
starts of the week.
Western Wankers win this week.
Oh,
Yeah. Oh,
that's a big call.
Yeah, I'm adding
Yeah.
it to all my other segments. I'm adding that in.
Dr. Good call. Thank you.
Dr. Google. He's banking on
God
Joey
bless.
having one of those shitty ass weeks where he puts up 75. So thank you.
That's
God
right.
bless
And
Dr.
I just got a feeling that Jag stack's going to work well against the Texans.
Jiggity Jags. Yeah, fingers crossed. We'll see. Gentlemen, good luck in week 5 in everything that you're in. And good luck to everyone out there in fantasy world. We'll catch you all next week from the Aussie NFL Fantasy Show.
Thank you.
Guru.
Roo.
See you guys.
Yes, I am indeed public defender Manjot and Matty. I didn't give you more pictures, Matty, because you just
I've literally got one.
You got more this week. You put
I
a
do
million
now.
on your Facebook.
At least Taylor gives me a bit of expression. Did you see the face on Dr. Goodcall?
Yeah.
All rise.
We all did.
I don't know who the judge is.